Math Amazing Day! Today, let's talk about system of linear equations in two variables. Kamusta mga math? Dito, halina't math kinig, math nood, at math aral. Kasama iyong math guru! System of linear equation in two variables. This is for week 7. After going through this lesson, you are expected to illustrate system of linear equation in two variables and determine if the graph of the systems of equations are parallel, perpendicular, intersecting, or coinciding lines. You can find equation of the line given the following. We have the graph, 2 points, slope and a point, x and y intercepts, and slope and y-intercept. Now, let us recall on how to make equation of a line using graph. To find the equation of a line using this graph, you're going to select 2 points from this graph. After selecting 2 points from the given graph, you're going to get the ordered pair of the 2 points. So for point A, the x value is positive 1 and the y value is negative 1. And for point B, the x value is negative 2 and the y value is positive 2. Remember, this horizontal line is for x values, and for this vertical line will be your y values. The formula that you need to use is the 2-point form. You're going to label first the two ordered pairs given from this graph. For point A, this will be your x sub 1, negative 1 will be your y sub 1, negative 2 will be your x sub 2, and 2 will be your y sub 2. Now, let us replace the values of x sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 1, and y sub 2. Copy the variable y, the subtraction sign, and once you are replacing the values, use parentheses. So y sub 1 is negative 1, equal sign, y sub 2 is positive 2, copy the subtraction sign, y sub 1 is negative 1 over the value of x sub 2. X sub 2 is equal to negative 2. Copy the subtraction sign, x sub 1 is positive 1. Open parenthesis, copy the variable x, subtraction sign again, and x sub 1 is positive 1. Copy the variable y, negative times negative 1 is positive 1. Copy positive 2, negative times negative 1 is positive 1. Negative 2, negative 1 times x minus 1. Y plus 1 is equal to 2 plus 1, that is 3. Negative 2 and negative 1, that is negative 3. Then, x minus 1. Copy y plus 1 is equal to 3 over negative 3 is equal to negative 1 times x minus 1. So, y plus 1 is equal to negative 1 will be distributed to x and negative 1. So, negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Then, we're going to transpose x on the other side to form the standard form of the equation. So, negative x transpose will be positive x, copy y, so that is positive y, equal sign,
1 will be transposed on the other side, so it will become negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So this will be the equation of the line.
Let us recall on how to make equation of a line and graph the equation using 2 points.
Now we have the given 2 points. We're going to find the equation of the line and we're going to graph these 2 points. The formula to determine the equation of the line is the 2-point form. We're going to label first the given ordered pairs. So 2 will be your x sub 1, 1 will be your y sub 1, 0 will be your x sub 2, and 2 will be your y sub. Let us replace the given variables. Copy y minus the value of y sub 1, positive 1, equal to y sub 2, which is positive 2. Copy the subtraction sign. Y sub 1 is positive 1 over x sub 2, that is 0. Copy the subtraction sign. X sub 1, that is positive 2. Then parenthesis. Variable x will not be replaced. Negative x sub 1 is positive 2. Y, negative times 1, negative 1. Copy 2. Negative times 1 is negative 1 over 0. Negative times 2 is negative 2 times x. Negative sign times 2 is negative 2. So y minus 1 is equal to 2 minus 1 is 1. Then copy negative 2 times x minus 2. Now, let us distribute negative 1/2 to this. Y minus 1 is equal to negative 1/2 times x is negative 1x over 2. And negative 1/2 times negative 2 is positive 2 over 2. Now, let us remove the given denominator. So, we have to multiply all sides by this denominator 2. So, 2 times y is 2y. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 2 times negative 1, x will be negative 2x, over 2 will become negative x, plus 2 times 2 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. Now, let's make this into standard form. So, we're going to transpose negative x on this side. So, once you transpose this, negative will become positive. So, x, then copy 2y, equal sign, then negative 2 will be transposed on the other side. So, negative 2 will become positive 2, combined with positive 2 will be positive 4. So, the equation of the given 2 points will be x plus 2y is equal to 4. Let us graph the 2 points. So, for point A, the ordered pair is 2 and 1. So, this is the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 1. So, this will be your point A. For point B, the value of x is 0. So, this is 0. Then the value of y is positive 2. So, this will be your point B. And now, we're going to connect the 2 points. So, the graph of these 2 points will be this.
Let us recall on how to make equation of a line and graph the equation using slope and a point.
For the given of point and slope, we're going to use the formula. We have to label first our point, which will be our x sub 1 and y sub 1. Copy y minus the value of y sub 1, which is negative 3, equal sign. Then the value of your m will be the slope, 3 over 4. times x minus the value of x sub 1, which is negative 2. Y, negative times negative 3 is positive 3. Copy 3 over 4. Then x, negative times negative 2 is positive 2. Let us distribute 3 over 4 to x and plus 2. So we have to copy first y plus 3 is equal now to 3 over 4 times x will be 3x over 4 plus 3 over 4 times 2 will be 6 over 4. Now, we have to remove this denominator by multiplying all sides by 4. 4 times y is 4y. 4 times 3 is 12. So, 3 times 4 is 12. Divided by 4 is still 3. So, copy 3 and x. Plus 6 over 4 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Divided by 4 is still 6. To transpose 3x on this side. So, it will become negative 3x. Copy positive 4y. Copy equal sign. And then this 12 will transfer to the other side. So, it will become negative 12. And negative 12, when you combine it to 6, you will have the answer of negative 6. So, this will be the equation of the line given a point and a slope. Now, for the graph, so the value of x is negative 2. And the value of y is negative 3. So, the point will be located at this region. Then, for our slope, we have a rise of 3. So, we will move upward 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then, for our run, that is 4. So, we will move to the right 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the point will be located at our positive x-axis. Then, to graph, we have to connect the 2 points. So, the graph of point negative 2 and negative 3 and its slope 3 over 4 will be this.
Let us recall on how to make equation of a line and graph the equation of a line using x and y intercept.
Now we are given 2 points. But if you notice, for point A, the x value is 0. So, we can say that this point is for y-intercept. And for point B, since y is 0, this point is for x-intercept. So, to find the equation of the line using x and y-intercept, our formula will be x over a plus y over v is equal to 1. So, x over the value of our x-intercept will be 3 plus y over the value of our y-intercept is 2. Then, that is equal to 1. So, we have to remove the denominator. So, we have to find this common denominator of 2 and 3. And that is 6. So, we simply multiply 3 times 2 and that is 6. So, 6x over 3 plus 6 times y over 2 is equal to 6 times 1, that is 6. Then, let us simplify. 6 over 3 is 2, then copy variable x, plus 6 over 2 is 3, then copy variable y is equal to 6. So, the equation of the line given the x and y intercept will be this. Or to graph the equation of the line, you may use the given x and y intercept. So, for point A, of x is 0 and y value is 2. So, point A will be located at positive y-axis. For point B, the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 0. So point B will be located at positive x-axis. So that will be the graph of our x and y intercept.
Let us recall on how to make equation of a line and graph the equation using slope and y-intercept.
Sm is equal to 2. So this is your slope. This could also be written as 2 over 1. And this one is your y-intercept. So the given is the slope and y-intercept. In this case, you're going to apply the formula y is equal to mx plus b. So you're going to copy the variable y is equal to m. Your slope is 2 over 1 or simply 2 x plus the value of b, your y-intercept, that is 2. Then we just need to change this into standard form. So we have now, we're going to transpose 2x on the other side. So it will become negative 2x. Copy positive y is equal to 2. So this will be the line or the equation of the line. And for our graph, we may use this given or this given. So our slope is 2 with the y-intercept 0 and 2. So when we have to graph this, use first the y-intercept. So we have 0 value for x and positive 2 for y. So the point will be located at this point. Then, using our slope, we have to start from this point. So our slope is 2 over 1. So we have to move upward twice. 1, 2. And our run is 1. So we have to move 1 on the right. And then, since we have already the 2 points, we just need to connect the 2 points. That will be the equation of the line and its graph.
The graph rises to the right if the slope is positive. Now let's have point A and point B. Let us connect the 2 points. So the movement is going upward, and when you count it, our rise will be 4, and the movement from the endpoint of red line going to point B will be 5. So our run is 5. Our slope is 4 over 5, and this is positive. That's why the graph rises to the right if the slope is positive. The graph falls to the right if slope is negative. Now, let's have point A and point B. Let us connect the 2 points and let us know the movement of our rise from point A. So from point A, the movement is going downward. When we count it, our rise will be negative 3. Negative 3 because it's going downward. Now from the endpoint of the red line going to point B will be our run. So our run is 5. Our slope is negative 3 over 5. So the graph falls to the right if the slope is negative. The graph is a horizontal line if the slope is 0. Let's have point A and point B. Let us connect the 2 points. If we start counting from point A, there's no movement of our rise. So meaning our slope is 0. The graph is vertical line if the slope is undefined. Now we have point A and point B. Let us connect the 2 points. Now we cannot determine where will we start counting our rise. That is why the slope is undefined. For learning tasks 1, 2, 3, and 4, let's have the following examples.
Now let's have the example for system of linear equation into variables. We have the equation x minus 3y is equal to negative 12 and 4x plus 6y is equal to negative 12. So we have to change the form of these two given into y is equal to mx plus b, or our slope y-intercept form. Now let's say the first equation is our equation A and the second is equation B. Now let us change first equation A. So we have x minus 3y is equal to negative 12. So if you notice, in this form, y is only in this side. In our given, we have x beside negative 3y. So we have to transpose x on the other side. So we have to copy negative 3y equal sign, then positive x. When you transpose it on the other side, it will become negative x. Then you have to copy negative 12. Now since we need is y, and we have here negative 3 as a numerical coefficient of y, we have to remove this by dividing all sides by negative 3. So negative 3 over negative 3 will be positive 1. So we have 1y, or simply y. So we have now negative over negative is positive, so it will be x over 3. Negative again over negative is positive. Then 12 over 3 is 4. In this one, our slope will be 1 over 3. And our y-intercept is positive 4. Now, let's change equation B into the form of y is equal to mx plus b. For equation B, we have 4x plus 6y is equal to negative 12. So again, we have to transpose 4x on the other side. So we have to copy 6y equal sign that positive 4x will become negative 4x. Then copy negative 12. So again, we have a numerical coefficient of 6. So we have to remove this or make this equal to 1 by dividing all sides by 6. So 6 over 6 is 1. So simply write y. Negative 4 over 6 is equal to negative 2 over 3x. And negative 12 over 6 is equal to negative 2. So our slope is negative 2 over 3 and our y-intercept is negative 2. If they have different slope, it will be intersecting lines. So let us graph equation A and equation B. Now let us graph equation A. So we have to start with its y-intercept, which is positive 4. So positive 4 is here. Then using the slope, 1 over 3. So from this point, we have to move upward once. And then is positive 3. So we have to move on the right 3 times. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then we have to connect the points. Let us now plot equation B. So our y-intercept is negative 2. And our slope is negative 2 over 3. So from this point, we have to move twice downward because our rise is negative 2. And then, we have to move on the right 3 times because our run is positive 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, let us connect the 2 points. The 2 graph shows an arrowhead, meaning they are extended on the right and on the left. So once we continue the graph, they will be intersecting lines. So let's have the second example for system of linear equations into variables. We have to change the given in the form of y is equal to mx plus b. Now let's take first equation A. So we have to transpose 3x on the other side. So we have to copy negative y equal sign, then 3x will become negative 3x, then copy negative 2. So we have negative sign, so we have to divide or multiply all sides by negative 1. So we have y is equal to 3x plus 2. So our slope is positive 3 or 3 over 1, and our y-intercept is positive 2. For equation B, so we have to transpose x on the other side. So we have to copy 3y equal sign, x will become negative x, then positive 12. So again, we have to make this equal to 1. So we have to divide everything by 3. So 3 over 3 is 1. So y, then we have negative x over 3 plus 4. Our slope is negative 1 over 3. And for our y-intercept, that is positive 4. If you notice on our slope, 3 over 1 and negative 3 over 1. These slopes are negative reciprocal. If the slope is a negative reciprocal, meaning to say the graph of these two equations will be perpendicular lines. Now let us graph the equation A. So our y-intercept is positive 2. And then our slope is 3 over 1. So we have 3 as our rise, so we have to move upward 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then we have to run once. And then we have to connect the 2 points. And now, let us graph equation B. Our y-intercept is positive 4. And then our slope is negative 1 over 3. So we have negative 1 as our line, so we have to move downward once. And then we have to move to the right 3 times because our rise is positive 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, let us connect the 2 points. So that will be the graph of the two given equations. When we say perpendicular lines, they form a right angle. And that is equal to 90 degrees. Let's have the third example for system of linear equations into variables. So again, before we graph the given equations, we have to change the given into the form of y is equal to mx plus b. Now let's take first equation A. So we have to transpose 2x on the other side. So we have to copy negative y equal sign, then 2x will become negative 2x when we transpose. Then copy positive 3. Then we have a negative sign, so we have to make this positive by multiplying all sides by negative 1. So we have negative y times negative 1 will be positive y. Negative 2x times negative 1 is positive 2x. And positive 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Our slope is 2 or 2 over 1. Our y-intercept is negative 3. And for equation B, so we have to transpose 2x on the other side. So we have to copy negative y is equal to 2x transpose. It will be negative 2x. Then copy negative 1. Then again, we have a negative y. So we have to multiply all sides by negative 1. So negative y times 1 times negative 1 is positive y. Negative 2x times negative 1 is 2x. And negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Our slope is 2 or 2 over 1. And our y-intercept is positive 1. If you notice, the two equations are having the same slope. If they have the same slope, meaning the equation of the line, when we graph, that will be parallel lines. Now let us graph equation A. So let us use first the y-intercept, negative 3. So negative 3. Then our slope is 2 over 1. So we have to move upward twice. 1, 2. And we have to move once on the right. Then, let us connect the 2 points. This will be the graph of equation A. Now, let us graph equation B. So for its y-intercept, that is positive 1. And then its slope is 2 over 1. So we have to move twice upward. 1, 2. And then the run will be 1. So we have to move on the right once. And then let us connect the 2 points. This will be the graph of equation B. When we say parallel lines, whether we extend the graph, they will not intersect. Let's have the fourth example for system of linear equations into variables. So again, we have to change this given into the form of y is equal to mx plus b. Now let's take first equation A. So we have to transpose 3x on the other side. So we have to copy 6y, then equal sign. Then once you transpose 3x on the other side, it will become negative 3x. Then copy positive 3. So we have to make the numerical coefficient of y equal to 1. So we have to divide this by 6. Once we divide this by 6, we have to divide everything by 6. So 6 over 6 is 1. So just copy y. Negative 3 over 6 is equal to negative 1 half. Then copy variable x. Then 3 over 6 is equal to 1 half. Our slope is equal to negative 1 half, and our y-intercept is equal to 1 half. Let's have equation B. So we have to transpose x on the other side. So we have to copy 2y equal sign. So x will become negative x when you transpose and copy positive 1. So we have to make this equal to 1. So we have to divide this by 2. Again, once we divide this by 2, we have to divide everything by 2. So 2 over 2 is 1. So copy y. So you have negative x over 2 plus 1 over 2. Our slope is negative 1 over 2. Our y-intercept is 1 over 2. If you notice, our slope are the same. Our y-intercept are also the same. If the slope and y-intercept are the same, the graph of the equation will be coinciding lines. Now let us graph equation A. So our y-intercept is 1 half, or let's say this is 0.5. So our slope is negative 1 half. So negative 1, so we have to move once downward. And then our run is positive 2. So we have to move on the right twice. 1, 2. Then we have to connect the 2 points. This will be the graph of equation A. Now let us graph equation B. Our y-intercept is also 1 half, or And then our slope is negative 1/2. So we have negative 1. So we have to move downward once. And then we have to move on the right twice. Then, let us connect the 2 points. Now, the graph shows coinciding lines or overlapping lines. Natuto ba kayo, mga kamat tuto? Kung oo, i-like lang ang video na ito, mag-subscribe sa akin channel, at huwag kalilimutang i-hit ang notification bell para sa mga susunod pang video. Muli, ito ang iyong Math Guru!